Hey good people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Francis and this is your channel of your choice. That's what I like calling it. Some people are asking why I like calling it, because you're not here by accident. You're here because you're supposed to be here and to be learning something about these inspiring videos like the one I'm just about to talk about. I want to talk about how we can practice self-love about ourselves and how we can inculcate it in our daily life and ensure that we have that self-confidence, we have that self-esteem, we have that potential, ability to deal with our potential without any hopelessness or without any problem. Now, I have talked about what is self-love and what self-love is not. If you haven't watched that, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and go back. First of all, pause, go watch about what is self-love and ensure that you understand the concepts and the tenets that are behind self-love before we talk about these practices that we can put into practice about our lives. They are practical and we can do them, and we can make sure that we love ourselves better than before and we experience better experiences about our lives before we do it. Let me ask you to subscribe to this channel. Follow me in the Instagram, follow me in the Twitter, follow me in the Facebook. Anna Francis, Anna underscore Mugeche on the Instagram, Anna Mugeche in the Facebook, and let's talk about this topic. You haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure that before you move on to this topic, subscribe. You haven't followed me on the button of joining, why don't you click on that button and become a member of this channel and ensure that you follow me and you become a member of this channel by supporting this channel and this initiative that we can be doing on inspiring videos and motivational speaking or speeches. And may God bless you as you do it. So subscribe. I will be back. Yep, so let's bounce exactly direct and immediately, if you call it like that, to the topic. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being there. And like you can see, I'm really ready. I've really prepared notes for you. So why don't you sit back and have a notebook and note down the very most important practices that you can inculcate in your life and your daily life, and to ensure that you are what you wanted to be. You are what you are supposed to be. And you love yourself and you are able to create important relationships and very good relationship with yourself and with others. So without any further ado, these are the practices that you can apply in your life and ensure that you love yourself. So practice number 1, step out of low self-esteem. Many are the times when we think about ourselves as not worth it. We don't love ourselves. We don't feel good about ourselves. What is your ideal self? What is your real self? Those are concepts that I talked about in the other video when I was talking about what is self-love. How do you feel about yourself? What are your thoughts about yourself? Are you negative? Do you regard yourself negatively or positively? And so this brings low self-esteem. Start out of it. Step out of it. Start thinking about yourself positively. Start thinking about yourself as a good person. Have that self-awareness about your existence as a good person. About your existence, about your existence as a very important person in this life, because trust me, you were not created to be a failure. Neither were you created by accident. There is a purpose that God wants you to fulfill, that God wants to fulfill about your life. So step out of that feeling pity on yourself, feeling that you're not worth it. Start thinking highly about yourself and have that high self-regard about yourself. That is what I mean about starting working about your self-esteem. I like that word about because it's all about yourself. And number 2, give yourself a compliment. How often do you tell yourself, well done, myself? Well done, Anna, you did it. I'll put it like this. I will not always have that high self-regard about myself. I've not had very good self-esteem about myself. Many are times when I thought about myself not being worth. Why? Judging myself, having doubt about myself, because in this life you can bear me witness. We've been thinking about self-actualization in terms of what you have and what you don't have. And especially when we talk about monetary gains and material gains. When we talk about money, how much am I worth? There are many of the times that I thought I am not well paid. There are many of the times, seriously, when I thought I am not worth it because I cannot cater for so many things about my life. That was in the past. Now I know I am capable of many things. Now I know I can take care of my bills. Now I know with the little that I have, I can do it. There are many times when I thought about this YouTube channel of mine and I felt like, am I worth doing this? Why are people not watching my content? Why are people not liking my content? How many times have you put something on the social media, and I'm coming back to that, on the social media, and you find people have not liked you, people have put the emojis of the thumb going down, and you are left thinking, I am not worth it. Compliment yourself. I've learned to tell myself, yes, I have done it. It can't be that small, but Anna, you are capable of doing better. Compliment yourself. I look good. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you that you look good. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you that you are smart. I know I look good. I know I am smart. I stand on the mirror and I tell myself, am I not beautiful? From inside. So compliment yourself. Keep a gratitude journal. Journal. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the small things that you have done. Remind yourself. Live in the present, by the way, not in the past. Look at what you have achieved. I've already made a video about self-love. That is an achievement to me. How many are the times when we do goals of the future and we forget about the present? How much am I supposed to have achieved in 5 years? I'll give you a very good example. When I started this video in during COVID, towards the end of 2020, I was telling myself that in 1 year's time, I should be at 10K subscribers. I was thinking that by the end of the first year, I should have monetized and I should have started earning from this YouTube channel. I was so frustrated because of setting those goals. I was so frustrated because of not taking a moment at a time and complimenting the fact that I was able to sit and talk to people in this YouTube channel. That was a step that I never took as a moment of complimenting myself. I never took a moment to think of complimenting myself by the fact that I made the first video which was not quality. But I should have taken it like that is a step I have taken. Opening a YouTube channel, people watching is something else, people commenting is something else. I never took that into consideration. And this almost made me give up. I did. And if you haven't watched about my YouTube channel journey, please go back and watch and see what I have been talking about on that journey. 2021, I gave up and I threw in the towel. And I stopped putting videos. I stopped making videos the whole of 2021, and I was demonetized just because I never appreciated the few steps that I made and the few subscribers that I got and the few viewers that I got, and the fact that I was demonetized and I didn't monetize and my self-esteem went down. Until 2022, actually 2023, when I decided to come back, and I am still not at 10k subscribers. I am not still at 500 viewers, 500,000 viewers. I've not reached 1 million goal that I had when I was starting. And I am not receiving much from YouTube in terms of money. But I am here, seated, and talking to us about loving ourselves, complimenting ourselves, and appreciating a moment at a time. That is where I am, still working on it. Now, self-love and practicing self-love can be so challenging. But you prioritize to practice self-love. You start seeing healthy benefits, physical benefits, and results will come. Because ever since I decided to come back to this channel and started putting and posting videos, weekly videos and shorts, every now and then, I have seen it grow. Though not very high, I am at 2k subscribers. I have taken it as a positive. I have people who like me. I have people who are following me. I have people who are diehards, people who have become my friends. And now I can say I have a YouTube family. And I have appreciated that. And that has boosted me to even continue putting more videos and more shorts. And it doesn't matter what people say, but I believe I am growing. So, give yourself a compliment. Pat yourself at the back. Those videos that people are liking, I pat myself and I say, yes, I have 30 viewers, I have another subscriber, and I pat myself at the back. Trust me, small wins. Appreciate the small wins. That is now where I'm coming. Celebrate the small wins. And these are the small wins that I have gotten in this YouTube channel. I have seen people subscribe. I have seen myself growing. I have seen my coins growing. And these are the small wins that I want to appreciate in my life. I've gotten a small promotion in my place of work. I appreciate that. I have seen my child doing well. I appreciate that. I have good relationships with my friends. I have mended ribbons with myself. Celebrate small wins. People set harsh expectations for themselves, and we become so harsh on ourselves. The society has set a standard that we should meet, and when we don't meet them, we beat ourselves. That is not self-love. That is not practicing self-love. What has the society set for us? What are the standards that our friends have set for us? We fall on we fall on that, and we are caught up on what the society wants us to achieve, what the society demands for us, and we forget about the present. What have you achieved? What is that small win that you think is so small to appreciate? Appreciate. Let's work hard to meet the standards that we've set on ourselves on the present. Carl Rogers talked about living now. Gestalt is a theory that talks about living now and appreciating now. The other one that I have put down here is speak to yourself as you would to a friend. I've talked about mirror practice, and I will tell you what I do whenever I wake up. I first of all talk to my maker. I pray I am a very prayerful person. Those who have been following up on my shorts have seen I start the shorts by talking to us, talking to God, and blessing you and praying for you and praying for us. And that is where I start. I pray for my family. I pray for myself. I pray to God. I talk to my maker. And then I talk to myself. I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself, I'm good for the day. The grace is sufficient. What do you talk to yourself about? Do you look at yourself and you hate yourself? Do you look for regard from others, your self-regard? The regard of others, is that what matters to you? What do you tell yourself? What do you beat out yourself on? You did not achieve that. The negative self-talk brings the shortcomings, brings the self-doubt, and make you live a hopeless life. It brings hopelessness. Now, practice self-mirror. Stand on the mirror and tell yourself, yes, this project is so hard. I will make it. I appreciate to do it. And call yourself by name. There are many times when I have gone back to school after a lot of procrastinating. 10 years ago, I wanted to go back to higher education, and I have gone back to school to do my other degree. And I found myself down, not understanding what I am doing, because I am not a very good in books. I have really practiced to read books and gather more knowledge and self-develop myself. So this is one step that I've taken, going back to school and developing myself. And many other times when I have found that those courses are just so hard and I find myself not doing very well, but I go back and sit down in front of a mirror and tell myself, Anna, you can make it. Anna, you're capable of making it. And I do practically by hitting myself. I'm saying, I can do it. That is the self-talk that I am talking about. Just like you can talk to a friend and tell a friend, I don't like the way you're treating me. I didn't like the way you looked at me. I don't like the way you comment about me. Go to yourself. Talk to yourself and tell yourself, I can make it. I will do it. I will stand on the fact and I will make the correct decision. So, speak to yourself as you would to a friend. Practice mindfulness. Practice to be present in your life. Things that you cannot dwell on, dwelling on the past, things that you think you cannot make it, things that are out of control, out of your control. Don't think about them. You can control how you feel. You can control them, your thoughts. You can control what is inside you. You can control how you feel about yourself and your thoughts, but you cannot control what other people think about you. You cannot control what other people feel about you. You cannot control what other people are doing and their actions. But you can control yourself. Practice meditation. Think about yourself. Sit and have a me time. Think about yourself. Talk to yourself. A me time means that you're thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about what you have achieved. You're not thinking about the goals that you have set for the future. You are living at the present at that moment. Living in the present at that moment. Not judging. You are aware of your surrounding. You are aware of what is going on around you. And you are meditating about it. And the last point that I want to talk about is limit on social media. Avoid comparison. Be content with where you are. Many are the times when we are on the social media just to compare ourselves. And I'm one of them. When we opened this channel, before I started setting those goals that I didn't know I may not achieve and I went down, we started with several people. We started with Shiko Hope. We started with Kit Carey. We started with 2 more. And we could communicate with each other. We subscribed to each other. And I gave up in the middle of everything. Now, can I tell you the truth? Thank you for you if you are still here. Now, Kit Carey is at 30-something K subscribers. Shiko Hope is at 50K. And I think the other one, who I'm forgetting the name, is at over 10K. And I have also been following up on another one who opened after me, and they're already at 10K. I am still at 2K. And I would go to them, check where they are, come back and compare them with my channel, and I give up. Limit on the social media. Don't compare yourself with your friends on the social media. I have stopped comparing myself with the people that I am following them. I am following on the social media. Because I now believe with myself. It is growing but slow, but I am sure I will get where they are. And that is why I will tell you to subscribe. I will post a video and I will not give up even if it's 10 people who are going to watch. Because I know eventually I will get there. Refrain from self-judgment and comparing yourself to others. It is an easy trap to scroll on the social media, on the YouTube, on the other handles like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and trying to see how many people are following others, how many people are appreciating you, how many people are giving you the emojis of liking, how many people are subscribing, and how many people are commenting on your photos and anything, posts that you put on the social media. Limit it. Avoid social comparison because it will make you lose hope. It will make your self-esteem go down. I have stopped doing it. I am tempted to go there and try to see how much they have achieved. And it leaves me feeling very, very frustrated. And I am practicing and I am limiting, comparing myself with others. I am content with where I am at in my journey of social media. So yeah, I've really stopped comparing myself. I've limited my work on the social media. I look at what I want to look, something that benefits me. Go to the social media, check something that benefits you. Something like watching videos that are building you. Something like watching things or listening to the podcasts that are building the better you. Rather than looking at what others have achieved and then comparing yourself and then leaving yourself feeling frustrated and hopeless. Looking at what your friends have achieved, looking at what your classmates have achieved. Limit on social media. And lastly, the other point that you can practice or you can put into practice so that you can practice that self-love is to seek for help. Find support. If you are unable to think about yourself, if you are unable to really practice on your self-development, you cannot read a book. You cannot create important relationships. You are very negative about yourself. You are rarely thinking about the betterment of yourself. You cannot self-develop yourself. Read a book. Seek for help. Listen to podcasts that can help you self-develop yourself. Read books that can help you have positive self-regard about yourself. And better still, you can look for counseling or for a mentor to mentor you about working on yourself. Have you subscribed? Thank you for being with me. I will be back with another video talking about good life. Good life is not all about money. May God bless you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And thank you for being with me to the end.